This is a 2015 Buick Enclave, and that driver's side headlight is out. And I have quotes to repair that from different places, from $1,000 to $3,000 to replace that bulb in there. And I just think that is ridiculous. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a video of what it is involved in replacing that bulb, which took about an hour to do. The bulb in this car is a D3S Xenon HID, or high intensity discharge light. The dealer's quoted $350 for the bulb. Parts store had it for $132, and I could get it online for $99. There are three components which can make the light work or make it fail: the bulb, the igniter, and the ballast. Either of the components can fail. Check out YouTube, as there are already several good videos on this topic. In my case, the bulb looks like this, and it's my understanding that the igniter is in the base of the bulb, which is one of the things that makes the bulb more expensive. You're getting both the bulb and the igniter in one package. The light is high voltage. Disconnect the battery. These are the basic steps in changing the bulb. Disconnect the battery, jack up the car, remove the tire, remove the wheel well liner, replace the bulb, replace the wheel well liner, replace the tire, and remove the jack and connect the battery. Now, the first time I did this, it took about an hour for the whole process. I'm sure if I were to do it again, now that I'm familiar with it, I probably could do it in 30 minutes or so. First thing we have to do, we have to jack the car up and take this tire off. We're changing the driver's side headlight bulb. So again, we're using the manufacturer's jack that came with the car, following their instructions on raising the car up and then taking the tire off. The next thing we have to do is take off this splash shield that's inside the wheel well. And there's a few screws here. These are torque head 15 screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 2 down below down here to take out. And then there's a number of these fasteners I've already had these out. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's 3 back here behind this spring back here. There's 3 back in there. And there's a couple up here to the top. So just look around. Whatever model you have, it could be a little bit different, but they come right out. And if it's the first time you've changed the bulb, I recommend taking the splash guard panel clear out so you have more room to see. If you've done it before and you know how to do it, you may be able just to take this front part loose, take the front part loose, and then reach your hand up in there and do it, if you do it by feel, more or less. But I think if it's the first time, it really is to your advantage to go ahead and pull this piece clear out. It doesn't take that long, about 15 minutes at the most. If you've done it before, you can do it in about 5 minutes. Now, to take these out, you just get a screwdriver under the center part right here, pry the center part out, and the other part you can pry it right out. Okay, this is the clip that is holding the liner up over the tire in the wheel well. And the way they work, if you push the center part down, it spreads the legs out and holds it in there. So you just pull the center part up about 3/4 of an inch, and then you can grab underneath the thicker part, the bigger part here, and pull it back out. If you do pull the center part all the way out, it's not normally a big problem. You can normally just put it back in and still use the clip. If you need to, you can buy more of these clips at the auto parts store for not too much money. Now, you can use a little pry bar if you have a small pry bar to get underneath that center part and pry it up, and then get underneath the other part and pry the whole thing out. That'll work pretty good. If you don't have a little pry bar, you can still just use a flat blade screwdriver. That'll work just fine also. Now, this is just a picture of the liner that's laying on the floor next to the car. And you can see these holes here are where the screws were at, the torque head 15 screws. There's a couple that go up underneath right here. Then you have the clips. There's 2 clips in this piece here. This piece folds back. This is real flexible. This just folds back. There's 2 there. You can see a hole here for a clip, and there's 2 holes back here, and there's a couple up here. And so you find the clips, take the clips out, take the screws out. It comes right off. It's very, very easy to get off and pretty easy to put back in. And once you get the wheel well liner off, you should see something that looks like this. And this round cover is where the bulb is at. You just turn this counterclockwise to take it off. Once you remove that round cover, you should see the bulb in there. This is the back of the bulb that you're looking at here right now. And you're going to see something that looks like this. This is a picture of the housing here that holds the headlight bulb. Here's the socket. Here's the cable that hooks onto the light bulb. It'll just unplug from the bottom of the light bulb. This is the old bulb we took out. You can see that it shows burnt spots, this cloudy, dark burnt spot here and here. So this bulb's no good. When you put the light in the car, the port side with the cable will be down, and there will be a little black lever-like clip that you push down on this side, and the same on the other side to lock the bulb in to its holder. Here you can see the bulb is back into its socket. You can see one of the black tabs over here a little bit. There's one on each side, as I pointed out. Once you get it secured in there, make sure the cable's plugged on good, the power cable. Put the cover back on the back, and that's all there is to it. Here you can see the cover is back on here. You have replaced the round cover on the back of the bulb. Go ahead and put the liner back in place. Put the clips back in where they were at and the screws back where they were at. Put the wheel back on the car. Take the jack out. Reconnect the battery, and you should be good to go. There we can see, have the tire and wheel back on the car. Battery's hooked up, car is running, and the light is on. Please take a moment and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you.